one.
Boom! And welcome to Today, bought by Boss Shot Shells. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver.
Turn the calendar to May.
It's going by quick.
It is.
Are you ready for hunting season yet? Are you still not quite there yet?
No.
About June, probably?
No.
August 30th? December 12th. Give us a day here, Andy.
I'll be ready when the time comes.
Okay.
But not a moment before. Now that my kids are at a certain age, I enjoy summer a lot more. I got a lot of stuff to do this summer.
Well,
a lot of memories to make, a lot of shit to do. So
when it's 110 freaking degrees, it's no fun.
I just really enjoy July and August. I enjoy the anticipation, I think, more than I do all the shit. You know what I mean? Because that's when like everything is, you hadn't been hit by reality yet. Same thing with like fantasy football. Like I enjoy listening to the podcast and kind of formulating a plan much more than I do like actually playing. Like once the team's drafted, it's kind of like, oh, well, it is what it is and it'll be what it'll be. But like there's so many different scenarios that you have in your head, July, August, and then that first part of September. So I really enjoy the build up to everything that fall brings.
Okay. I'm ready for hunting season about July 5th. As soon as July's done, as soon as we get past the 4th of July, then I'm ready for hunting season. Until then, I've enjoyed. I got to go storm chase the other day. Finally, this time of year, I enjoy the storm chasing, but I'm not a big fan of July and August.
It's weird.
Other than going to hunting shows, I enjoy going to Squad Fest and Delta, and I'm gonna like ducks, but that's it.
My favorite days are like a Saturday when I get up early. I throw something on the Traeger to smoke all day. I mow my yard. I listen to a couple fantasy football podcasts, and then just fucking. That's my favorite. That's my favorite day.
Saturdays in July.
Saturdays in July. Listen to a fantasy football podcast. Do something on the Traeger, and just veg. After that, you got this sense of accomplishment carries you through the day. Love it. Love it.
This July, you're not gonna have very many Saturdays to not be doing nothing because I know that I don't. Well, I'll be in Boston one Saturday. The next Saturday I'll be home, and then the third and fourth Saturdays we'll be at hunting stuff.
Yeah.
So it's that time of year. So you better change your Saturday to like a Wednesday.
There you go.
But your Saturday to Wednesday in the summer is the same for you, isn't it? It's not like you had to take kids to school.
Right.
All right, my today is May 1st.
It is.
Which is today. And very interesting lady was born on May 1st in 1852. She was in love with Wild Bill Hickok. She was a rough gal.
Calamity Jane.
Bingo. Calamity Jane was born on May 1st, 1852 as Martha Canary in Princeton, Missouri in Mercer County. Her parents were listed in the 1860 census living about 7 miles northeast of Princeton in a town called Ravenna. I don't even know if it's still there. Her father, Robert, had a gambling problem, is little known about her mother. She was the eldest of 6 children with 2 brothers and 3 sisters. In 1865, Calamity Jane's family moved from Missouri to Virginia City, Montana. In 1866, Charlotte died of pneumonia along the way in Blackfoot, Montana. After arriving in Virginia City in the spring of 1866, Robert took his 6 children to Salt Lake City, Utah. They arrived in the summer, and Robert supposedly started farming on 40 acres of land. The family had been in Salt Lake City for only a year when he died. So at 14 years old, Martha's basically she's the parent of all of her siblings. So she took charge of her 5 younger siblings, loaded the wagon, and took the family to Fort Bridger, Wyoming Territory, which would have been a really rough place in 1868. From there, they traveled to Union Pacific Railroad to Piedmont, Wyoming. In Piedmont, Jane took whatever job she could to provide for a large family. She worked as a dishwasher, cook, waitress, dance hall girl, nurse, and an ox team driver. Finally, in 1874, she claimed she worked as a scout at Fort Russell. During this time, she also reportedly began her occasional employment as a prostitute at the Fort Laramie 3-mile hog ranch. She moved a rougher, mostly outdoor and adventurous life in the Great Plains. So she was a big-time drunk. So she ended up in Deadwood.
Probably have to be.
Oh, can you imagine that life anyways? She ended up in Deadwood, South Dakota, and she accompanied the Newton Jenny Party into Rapid City in 1875 along with California Joe and Valentine McGillicuddy. In 1876, Calamity Jane settled into the area of Deadwood, South Dakota, in the Black Hills. There she became friends with Dora Dufresne, the Black Hills leading madame, and was occasionally employed by her. So as she went to work, she did some government scouting. She was a big help when they had the plague hit there. It wasn't the plague, what was it? It was the here, I'm going to be lost. I just read about this earlier. Hold on, you can cut some of this out, can't you? Son of a bitch. I just saw the damn thing. What virus or flu did they have at that time? I have one. Thank you. This throwing me completely for a loss.
Tuberculosis?
No, it's going to drive me crazy. I read so much stuff this morning, I cannot remember what this was.
It's smallpox?
Smallpox. There you go. Thank you.
Cholera?
No, it was smallpox is what it was.
Okay.
So
Thank
anyways,
you, ChatGPT.
yes. Calamity Jane, smallpox hit there, and she stayed and she helped people. A lot of people ran and got away from it before they was going to get sick. She stayed and helped people. Anyways, Bill Hickok, we all know about him, famous gunfighter, shot in the back of the head and died in Deadwood. Well, it killed her. She claimed that following Hickok's death, she went after his murderer, Jack McCall, with a meat cleaver because she had left her guns at the residence. Following McCall's execution for the crime, Jane continued living in the Deadwood area for some time, and at one point, she helped save numerous passengers in an overland stagecoach by diverting several Plains Indians who were in pursuit of the vehicle. Stagecoach driver John Slaughter was killed during the pursuit, and Jane took over the reins and drove the stage onto its destination at Deadwood. In the late 1876, Jane nursed the victims of smallpox epidemic at the Deadwood area. It was right in front of me. In her final years, in 1881, Jane bought a ranch west of Miles City, Montana, along the Yellowstone River, where she kept an inn. According to one version of life, she later married Clinton Burke from Texas and moved to Boulder, where she once again made an attempt in the inn business. In 1893, Calamity Jane started appearing in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show as a storyteller. She also participated in the 1901 Pan American Expedition. Her addiction to liquor was evident in her younger years. One night, she'd get knocked up, have a kid, put it up for adoption. She'd done a fundraiser one night to send her kid to a private school. They raised all this money up in this town, gave her all this money. She got drunk, drank half of it up, grabbed the kid, and they never seen her again. So anyways, Calamity Jane was who was born on this day. Person that died today, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to give you $20 if you can guess this, okay?
Which means I'm probably not going to.
It's very simple. Who sang the song, The Edmund Fitzgerald?
What?
The song, The Edmund Fitzgerald.
No clue.
The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Sundown.
Your money's safe.
You've never heard the song Sundown?
No.
Oh, yes, you have. Many times. I promise you have. It's one of the greatest songs ever. It's a great song by a very, very, very great singer.
Gordon Lightfoot?
Yes. You tell me you've never heard this song.
I really don't know.
Seriously?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Anyways, Gordon.
Oh, pause, bitch. Yeah, I've heard it.
Anyways, Gordon Lightfoot was born in Ontario. Probably the first Canadian I've had on my my today's. But
I would have skipped right over him and never known when I saw the name.
Great guy. Anyways, Gordon Lightfoot was born November 17th, 1938 in Canada. He when he was a young man, his mom and dad gave him guitars and stuff and taught him how to play. And he taught himself, and he had songs. And when he was a teenager, he would go play music just for beers.
Huh.
Such a different world we lived in back then. Moved to California.
Thank God for it.
And become a guest singer and would sing on jingles and commercials and stuff and wrote music. His big break is when he wrote music. He had a couple of big hits. His If You Could Read My Mind is another song that you've heard a million times. You just didn't know that was him. Sold over 1 million copies. It was a gold disc. And he had Sundown, And then the sinking of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. For everybody who don't know, it was a song that the Edmund Fitzgerald was a boat sunk in the Lake Superior,
sunk.
And it left Sault Ste. Marie, was going to Duluth, Minnesota, and it sank and it killed everybody on board. Anyways, he sang the song about the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald on the big lake of Umaguchi, I believe is what they call the lake. Anyways, it talks about he's a really good dude. Interesting man, was married 3 times. Now, his last person he was married to was a lady named Kathy Smith. And she was the volatile relationship, and she inspired the song Sundown and Rainy Day People. Kathy was a great lady, Lightfoot said. Men were drawn to her, and she used it to make me jealous, but I don't have a bad thing to say about her. She became famous because she injected someone with a fatal speedball. A little gentleman named John Belushi.
You know, there's so Bill Murray was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he said that Belushi was not a partier. He was a lightweight. Couldn't handle his alcohol, and that probably was one of the first times he ever did any hardcore drug.
Well, it wiped him out.
It did.
But anyways,
sometimes that's all it takes.
His ex-wife is the one that gave him the mixture of speedball. Anyways, Gordon Lightfoot was my person that died on this day. Was a great music writer, a very good writer, especially if he was into folk music and stuff. Just good, easy listening music. Mm-hmm. Anyways, if you've never listened to Gordon Lightfoot, you're a young person like Andy. Check out Sundown. Check out the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. 2 really good tunes. He's got good music. Now, my event that happened today on May 1st is it blows my mind that we've went from what this is to what's happened with it now. Comic book was released today.
Okay.
Batman. The original Batman was released today, and it was part of a series called Detective Comics. Is that how it started? Did you know that already? Mm-mm. That's the first Batman cartoon. It came out in 1939. The first comic book. Do you know what that comic book is worth today if you got it mint condition?
There's no telling. Millions.
About 2.2 million.
Wow.
Is what it would sell for if you had the actual.
What was it? A nickel?
It was 10 cents.
Okay.
It was 10 cents.
Hell of an investment.
Yes, 10 cents would turn it into 2.2 million. It's not as good as Bitcoin, but it's pretty good investment back then. I don't know, 10 cents worth of Bitcoin. 10
cents to 2.5. Yeah. I think that's better investment than Bitcoin.
But anyways, that was the first deal, and I'm not a Batman person at all. But it's crazy to think that one comic book that the guy didn't hardly make any money off of on that deal turned out to be the Batman.
What it is today.
Yes, and Batman will probably go on forever. I think there'll be Batman 27 one day.
Yeah, probably. Nobody's got any creative juices anymore. I don't know what else we can create. I really don't.
Everything is there to create.
I don't know.
I noticed that.
I don't know. I think Batman's going to come around all the time. Somebody's going to put their different spin on it. Spider-Man, Superman, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason. They're all just going to keep cycling.
Mission Impossible, I think, is shooting their last one. I guess they're going to kill Tom Cruise off.
Is that going to be like a James Bond type thing in a couple years, though? Like somebody else gets another crack at Mission Impossible, just like they did with James Bond? Just keep another person.
I think that someone else was Mission Impossible before Tom Cruise.
Oh,
I think.
Maybe.
I don't think he was the first Mission Impossible guy. I think there was one in the 60s or 70s.
Oh.
I don't know why.
I didn't know that.
I don't know why you wouldn't do the 007. Jason Statham's a perfect person to be the next 007.
It'll come back.
They should. I don't know why you would kill something that's a very good. That you can overplay a lot of them, but something like that you can go on forever with. Same with Batman.
1966 TV series Mission Impossible.
There you go. See, I knew it was a remake, a reboot. Anyways, that's my today of May 1st. The event was the Batman comics' very first release. Person born was Calamity Jane. Pretty vile human, I would think. I couldn't believe she'd make much money as a prostitute from the pictures I've seen of her and stuff. And the person that died today was Gordon Lightfoot, who's an amazing songwriter.
Very good.
All right.
Enjoy your May.
Thank y'all for listening to Enjoy May. Bye. God bless.